Hey everybody, good morning. Happy Monday. We're at the start of another week. I hope that you're doing well. I hope that you're feeling happy and energized and ready to take on the week. It's important to start with a positive attitude, right? So we got to have a positive attitude to take on the week and take on either the work or the study or your family, whatever it is that you're in the middle of doing. I hope that you're well. Hope that you're safe in your part of the world. So grateful that I get viewers and followers from all over the world. So hopefully all of you are doing well out there. So if it's your first time, welcome. You're not alone. We still get a lot of new followers and subscribers and members. So we always ask people to introduce themselves. Let us know your city, state, province, country. And, it's what I refer to as the global roll call so that all of us can kind of get to know each other. It's also good to practice your professionalism, how you introduce yourself, it's very positive for that. And then, kind of helps build the community also, right? In addition to that, I just realized I forgot to turn on my Instagram. Give me just a second, guys. I didn't do my Instagram yet. I'm telling you guys, this content creation thing is not easy. Not easy. You'd think that I would have all of my setup completed by now, but it is hard to keep this thing going, guys. But I just initiated the Instagram connection, so hopefully people will join in there. Sorry, guys. Give me just a second here. All right. Okay, Instagram. Instagram should be able to see us now. Before, it was just YouTube and LinkedIn. All right. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, content creation, this is like the hardest job I've ever had. And I've had plenty of jobs. Content creation, not easy, guys. All right. So if you're new, please let us know your first name, not your first name, your location, your city, state, province, country. Good way to introduce yourself. After that, sometimes I give an opening note, sometimes I don't. And then we go ahead and take questions. And today is a little bit of a special episode or special occurrence of the live stream because this arrived over the weekend. For those of you that already know, it's my 100K reward, right? This YouTube gives a silver play button to channels with 100,000 members. This is the silver, and I think it's at 1 million that you get a gold plaque. But it arrived. It's now been about 4 weeks since I crossed the threshold. YouTube has to verify your account, and then you have to fill out this extra form with your mailing address. But it's here. It finally arrived. Really happy to be able to unbox this with you. I have not opened it. It took a lot of self-control to not open it because I want to share it with all of you. It's really due to all of you. But we're going to be doing that a little bit later this morning, so really looking forward to that. And then you guys can tell me where I should put it. I think I'm going to put it over on this bookshelf back here. I have this bookshelf. I think I'm going to put it over there, but then it'll be, kind of, what do you call it? Kind of blurry in the background. Actually, let me see if I can adjust that. I think I can adjust that. Let me just, if I do this. Yeah, there we go. So that removes the blur. So I'm thinking of putting it back there on that shelf. So you guys can tell me, or maybe, do you guys think I should hang it on the wall? You guys think about that and then tell me later, okay? All right. So again, if you're just joining us, please let us know your city, state, province, country, and go from there. Okay. So start filling up my chat up here. Start filling up my chat with all your introductions. I want to give a quick opening note because we had a really great session yesterday, our Sunday session. Talked about a lot of things that, quite frankly, most data scientists don't know when they're first starting out, right? They just don't know. We talked about a lot of deployment items. We talked a lot about Linux. And more importantly, we talked a lot about how a lot of the stuff we did yesterday was really kind of like just like software oriented. We didn't really do a whole lot of data science specific items yesterday. It was really more about data science. Excuse me, it was really more about, software development, just kind of like generic software deployments, right? We could, the code could have been anything. So in retrospect, it's a complex topic that maybe I shouldn't have tackled in a single session. Maybe I could have found a way to do 2 sessions. I don't know, it's arguable. But I did make the replay of that session available early. So if you attended, maybe you felt a little lost. I think a couple people, have told me that, right? You're not the only one that felt a little lost. I did make that available, so please go ahead and view that video and let me know if you have questions. Bring your questions to the chat sometime. But it's an important topic to be able to deploy your models, right? Your models are meaningless unless somebody actually uses them. And how you train them and that code and how the models are used and that code are completely separate efforts, right? Completely separate efforts. So yeah, so if you guys have questions on that, let me know. Happy to answer them. Maybe I'll do more Conda specific content or Linux specific content or other things. And then there is one more thing I intended to mention yesterday, so I'll mention it today. It's come up a couple of times in the chats, but just to be explicit about this. So again, if we think about all what we did yesterday with the deployment code and the deployment efforts, you can see how we could have been deploying any type of code. It didn't have to be data science code. So if you are somebody who has a software engineering background, a DevOps background, or something like that, then you can see how you might be able to use that to get onto a data science team. Maybe you would look for a deployment specialist job in a data science team. Now, I'm not saying those jobs are more plentiful than others or more better than others, but if you're somebody who's looking to kind of break into data science, most people say, well, I'll start studying analytics or, visualizations or something kind of quote unquote easier and then work my way into a team. That's certainly one way to do it. But you can also look at the other side, the deployment side, and use that as something to say, okay, well, I'm an okay software developer. I'm pretty good at, DevOps or deployments or however you want to call that, maybe QA, maybe not QA. Let me try to become a deployment specialist for a data science team or, some sort of ML ops team or something like that, right? That's not a terrible plan. I can see that having some viability. It's going to be very dependent on the company you're looking at and how they do deployments. But you could take everything that we learned yesterday and say, okay, well, that's a deployment I can do for both software teams and data science teams. So I'm going to focus on, taking my existing skills and trying to join the data science team. It's a viable path. So something for you guys to think about, okay? All right, so I'm already seeing people in my chat. Thank you so much. Feel free to keep on filling up my chat with your city, state, province, country. Just a quick way for you to participate. Keep the chat inclusive. But going from the very top, Leo, you're first today. Wow, that's been a little while since you've been first. So thanks for being here, Leo. Really appreciate you. Leo says, hey, good morning. Great day today, huh? Leo, I think it's going to be a great day. It's going to be a great week. It's going to be a great finish to the month because, guys, guess what? It's already December 9th, which means that in a couple of weeks, we'll be talking about the new year, right? 2025 will be here. I personally am very excited about 2025. I'm going to be going to the Consumer Electronics Show where I'm going to be bringing you guys content from that show, telling you the cool stuff that I find there. So I'm personally really looking forward to 2025, but we still have December, right? We can't ignore that December is still here, still working. I'm still bringing you the Investing with AI series. I made my latest trade this morning, right before this stream started. So yeah, it's gonna be a good day and a good week, Leo. So I hope the same for you. Hope that everyone listening is staying positive about the future. Rex doing his wave. Hello from NYC. Hey Rex, how are you? Good to see you, my friend. Glad you're here. Omer from Dubai. Omer, I'm sorry, I can't remember if it's your first time. I think you've been here before, haven't you? So Omer, UAE, Dubai, 23. Love the beard, Dennis. Suits you well. You think so? I appreciate that. What's funny, and you guys can tell me about this because I get viewers from all over. But I find that the beard gets much more love in other countries than it does here in the US, right? Because, there's countries that are definitely kind of middling of the road on facial hair. Other countries that are not so great on it. Other countries that are big on it, right? Like, I know in Japan, right? In Japan, you rarely see a man with a beard or a mustache, right? In Japan, it's all about shaving every day, having a clean cut look all the time. And you notice it, right? You really don't see a lot of people with beards and mustaches in Japan. It just doesn't happen. Here in the US, it's kind of middle of the road, right? In other countries I've been to, parts of Europe, parts of Africa, I've been to Dubai. Everybody has everybody has a beard, right? It's very positive to have a beard in certain countries, right? Or certain parts of the world. So, I think it looks okay. I think more people are more of my international audience is gonna like it. But I like to keep it short. I like to keep it very close to my neckline. I hate having, neck beard. Neck beard is not good, right? So I like it, but it still requires upkeep. But it is a little better than shaving every day. But, we'll see. We'll see how long the beard lasts. We'll see. But thanks, Omer. Glad to see you. Hope you're doing well. Rex says, again, congratulations on the 100K. Such an amazing milestone. Yeah, thank you, Rex. Thank you. And I have, good moderators like you and Leo to thank. So really appreciate all your contributions also, Rex. But yeah, 100K is definitely a milestone to think about, guys. I still can't believe it, and it's almost been a month. Anise, our good friend Anise says, hello everyone. Hello, Dennis. I hope you're having a beautiful day. I'm having a great day. Thank you so much, Anise. Hope the same for you. Anise, I appreciate that you saw my video and you voted against the AV car, so I appreciate that. It's saving my life from riding in an automated vehicle. So yeah, guys, if you haven't seen it, I have released my media coverage preview of CES. It's on YouTube today. And I'm taking a poll. Do you guys think I should get into an automated vehicle? They're going to have little test tracks. I'm thinking of doing it. I've requested a test ride in one of the cars, but it's not an AV car. It's a solar car. There's a company out there. I'm not going to promote them because, I haven't seen their product yet. I only like to promote good stuff. But there is a company bringing a solar car to CES. So they're an electric car. They're not an AV car as far as I know. But they are not battery powered, they are solar powered. I'm sure that there's a battery at some point, like to maintain overnight. But their primary energy is solar, so there's no charger or anything to plug into. So I think that could be pretty cool. So I did schedule a test ride with those guys because I'm not risking my life there. Leo says, couldn't be late for the celebration. Appreciate you, Leo. Thank you so much. Again, you and Rex and all the other moderators, share a part of this award with me. So I really appreciate you guys. Leo says, me and Rex are happy today. Weather is great in New York City. Oh, it's good to know that you speak for Rex now. Rex, you should have told me that you have representation now. I was not aware. So hope that you're doing well. Hope that you're doing well out there, Leo. Both of you guys. Weather is great in New York City today. Well, how would you define great New York City weather at this time of year? I mean, obviously sunny, but it can be sunny and very cold in New York, right? So Leo, let me know how you're defining that. Because it can be cold, right? It can be cold in New York City, even though the sun is out and shiny and no clouds, right? So let me know what you guys, or Leo and Rex, tell me what you mean, how you define great New York City weather during this time of year. Because I kind of like it to be cold in New York this time of year. It's cold, and then you go shopping, you go for some bakery treats or something. That's good stuff out there. You go for pizza. Casual Economist, you're back. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Casual Economist says, hey, Dennis, the beard looks good. I think Minnesota is considered an international viewer, though. Yes, for sure. Minnesota, it's a foreign country as far as all of us are concerned. You think the beard looks good? That's good. That's good to hear. I think in the Midwest of the United States, beards are much more popular, right? But who knows? Maybe I'm just expressing a bias. Who knows, right? Yeah, but you guys let me know about the beard. But when I put the poll on Instagram, people overwhelmingly said keep the beard. I think it was like almost 80% of people said to keep the beard. So, I give my public what they want, guys. I'm here to serve my audience and my public, so the beard stays. Leo says, I think you should wait for 1 million to get shaved. Oh my gosh, no way, Leo. No way. No. I've already shared the story. I did a no shave November where I didn't shave for 30 days and my beard was out to here and I hated it. I hated it so much. I remember I was working for IBM at the time. On the last Friday of November, or the last day of November happened to be a Friday. So I left the office at noon, like an early weekend, and I went straight from the office to the barbershop. I couldn't stand having that much hair. So no, not going to do that. Honestly, this is a little bit long. Like I was actually thinking of trimming this morning. I'll probably trim tomorrow morning. Like this is long for me. Anything more than this and it starts to get all like, hairy. Ugh. Now this is my limit. This is my limit. Anise says, yes, safety first. Yeah, guys, you don't want your good friend Dennis to be risking his life in one of these AV cars, do you? I mean, I'm gonna take a pass on that. I'll see them in the showroom and I'll talk to the representatives. I'm gonna bring you guys some video, but I'm not about to risk my life in one of these automated vehicles. Daddy's not going out like that. Denelson says, good morning, Dennis. Did I miss the unboxing? Slept in a couple minutes? No, of course. No. Well, first of all, Denelson, good morning. Our good friend from LA. Glad you're here. Did I miss the unboxing? No, of course not. Guys, I'm going to share something with you guys. Write this down. This is important, okay? This is something I share with all of my teams. And this is important. Write this down. Because I tell you guys how important it is for communication, right? It's important for you to have good communication, talk to your stakeholders. This is the stuff that the math PhDs can't do, right? Write this down. There is a fantastic movie called Wag the Dog. It's from the, maybe like the early 2000s or something like that. Great movie. Robert De Niro, Dustin Hoffman, Anne Heche. Great movie. And there's a scene in the movie. Dustin Hoffman and Robert De Niro, they're like media specialists, right? Like they're the people who put out the media that shapes opinion and stuff, right? And there's a great scene where they're talking about, communicating and telling a story. And one of the more junior people or whatever says, oh, we should lead with that story. That's a good part of the story. That should go first. And Dustin Hoffman says, no. You show Jaws at the end of the movie, not the beginning of the movie. You show Jaws at the end of the movie, right? And I tell that to the people that work for me. When I see them putting together a presentation, you don't put Jaws on your first slide. You show Jaws at the very end of the movie, right? You got to build up to it. You got to take the audience on a story, right? So same thing here, Denelson. You're doing just fine. Jaws is at the end of the movie, okay? But Denelson, glad you're here. Abhishek Singh from Delhi, India. Welcome, Abhishek. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. I think it's your first time over on Instagram, so thank you. Abhishek says, "Hi, sir. Need guidance, emergency." Okay. Let me know. What do you need? Maybe maybe I can help you, or somebody in the chat can help you. Let us know. Leo is laughing. I think he's laughing at my statement about being an agent. Yes, Rex says, yes, Leo is my agent. Okay, Rex, I didn't realize you changed representation there. But I think you could do a lot worse than Leo. Leo says, yes, I answer Rex's emails and take care of his schedule. Nice. I wish I had that. I wish I had somebody to help me with that. But Leo, I think you might be in danger of being replaced by AI. You know, Rex is pretty smart with AI, so I think he'll find a way to replace you. So be careful with that. Hi, Dennis. My name is Dotan. Dotan? I hope I pronounced that right. If not, let me know. Dotan from Abuja, Nigeria. Nice. Dotan, I think it's your first time, so welcome. Glad to have you here. Happy to see you over on Instagram. If there's something we can help you with, you know, let us know, okay? Lots of participation on Instagram today, so thanks for that, guys. Manish over on YouTube, we always ask people to introduce themselves. Let us know your city, state, province, country, and go from there, okay? Leo says, I think you should try an AV in the name of science. Maybe, but if that AV ends up killing me and I can no longer do this stream, then have I helped science, Leo? Am I better off the science in that scenario? Obviously, I mean that jokingly, because that's a very narcissistic view to take, right? But Leo, to your point, I do try to think about that. Because you know, guys, that I talk to you a lot on the stream about bias, right? And I fully recognize that I am biased against these AV vehicles, right? You guys know that. That's no secret. But I do sometimes question myself, right? Like, how can I be a good data scientist instructing people, having an audience, if I'm not open to re-examining my biases, right? One part of data science, or maybe even a science in general, is being open to change, right? You know, something I tell my executives a lot is you gotta be aware when new information has entered the arena, and you gotta be willing to pivot based on that information. It will either keep you on the same track, or you gotta be open to, hey, I thought this, but now maybe I think this new thing, right? That's totally okay to do that. It's a very healthy process. So Leo, to your point, maybe it's not in the name of science, but maybe just in the name of saying, well, hey, Dennis, if you're going to put yourself out there as a data scientist in the public, you got to walk the walk, right? So maybe, Leo, maybe, you know, somebody could talk me into that, into trying one of these cars. But of course, you know, me still being a little suspicious, maybe even cynical, when you go to these trade shows, or like that Elon Musk event that, you know, that happened a couple months back, that, you know, Leo, that you and I talked about, it's still a closed course, right? It's still a predefined path. So to me, that still kind of raises the possibility of, well, is it really AI, or is it just like a pre-programmed route, right? I mean, if you remember back to the Tesla event, that was a closed course on a movie set with a predetermined path, right? Because they were using some of those cabs to take the attendees from like the gate area or the parking area or whatever to the party area, right? So I hear you, Leo. Maybe I will try it, but the skeptic in me is always saying, oh, well, that's a closed course. It's predetermined. It's at a show, so the rides will be short. They could cherry pick who they would let in the cars. Because, you know, if some of these companies, if they've seen my content, they would never let me anywhere near their cars, right? You know, if they were smart, but most of these companies aren't, right? So I don't know. I don't know, Leo. I'll think about it. I got about a month. The show is in a little bit less than a month. But maybe, you know, maybe I should re-examine my biases every once in a while. I don't know. Yeah, Manish, thank you for your questions. Just go ahead and introduce yourself, and happy to help. Okay. Is it Mehad? Mehad, maybe? We'll say Mehad for now. You can correct me. But Mehad, good to see you over there on Twitch. We always ask people to introduce themselves. Let us know your city, state, province, country, and go from there. Okay? Manish says, I am from India, sir. What part of India? You know, you can't just say India. It's a huge country. Manish says, sir, can you guide me for data science, how to get job internships, which types of projects I should do, and from where? So Manish, I have content on my YouTube video about this. I have a video on jobs, and then I also have a video on a blueprint for studying data science. So you're welcome to look at those. You know, you can find those in my videos. They're my most popular videos. But Manish, what I really want to impress upon you is it's not the greatest idea to try to pass interviews. What you're trying to do is you're trying to become a data professional, right? You're not trying to get the job internship, as you say in your question. You're trying to build a career and do a professional job, right? That's what you're really trying to accomplish, right? You're not trying to accomplish passing an interview. You're trying to accomplish making a life for yourself, becoming a professional, being respected in the field. That's what you really want, right? So I'd ask you to focus on that. I'd ask you to think about that and see, how do I become a professional in this field? How do I dedicate myself to this field? Not how do I pass this and get an internship? Okay. Hi, I am Zohaib. If I mispronounced that, I apologize. Zohaib from Pakistan, doing data science from Monash University, Australia. Very cool. I am doing bachelor's of data science. Any tips for me, such as skills I need to get before my graduation? Oh, that's a great question. So Zohab, welcome. I think it's your first time. If I mispronounce your name, feel free to correct me. Try to take some business courses. It sounds like you're still in school. You're still studying. Try to take some business courses. Don't let yourself graduate with just the bachelor's of science with no arts, right? Get some business and/or economics and/or marketing courses under you, because that's what's really going to help you in the future, right? Because just about everything you're learning now, and any coding or modeling you're learning now, ChatGPT can do, right? So that's not where you're going to impress employers. You're going to impress employers by the business knowledge that you bring to solving problems. So business courses are going to help you get a general understanding of how companies work. Economics can help you about, kind of like external factors, or like the macro view of how the world runs or how money runs. And then marketing courses I would recommend, because that can help you understand segmentation and how you study customers, how you study populations, how you work with samples, right? So I would recommend those things, because those are the things that are going to make you stand out. Okay. Manish says western part of India. Okay, cool. Thanks, Manish. I got your YouTube channel now, and I got your live class. Yeah, thanks so much, Manish. So Manish, I stream from Thursdays to Monday. Tuesdays and Wednesdays, there's no stream. And then on Sundays, if you'd like, you can attend. I do a longer tutorial session. But usually you can find me here, 1500 GMT, which is the same time that you joined today. Or if you miss a session, I put everything on my YouTube. I also have like pre-recorded videos I do on my YouTube. The 2 videos I mentioned to you are pre-recorded videos, and you can see those from there. Okay. Denelson says, are you doing a live stream at the event, or is it going to be a video upload? Yeah, Denelson, great question. So for those of you that just joined, earlier we were talking about the upcoming Consumer Electronics Expo. It's going to happen at the beginning of January, really right after the new year. And I'm going to be bringing lots of content. I'm going to be bringing you guys daily content. So Denelson, the way I imagine it is I'm going to be doing like a morning preview every single day. I don't think I'm going to do it like, get ready with me style. I think that's a little hokey, but I'm going to be doing like a start to the day, and then I'm going to be doing an end to the day of the different things that I found that are interesting, right? I don't know exactly how much time it's going to require for me to spend with the companies in order to do that type of analysis to make sure I'm bringing you guys the best companies from the show or the best products that I see. If there is enough time, I had planned to be able to do a live stream, but it would be at a different time than it is now. It would be more like later in the day, like 2 in the afternoon, 3 in the afternoon, something like that. In addition to that, there's also keynotes that are going to happen, and I'm going to be doing live updates from the keynotes. But I'm going to do those via picture and text. So like you can find it on X, on Threads, on Blue. What is it called? Is it called Blue Sky? Yeah, on Blue Sky. I'm gonna put it on those, right? So to more directly answer your question, live stream, tentative. It could be cool. YouTube just introduced their vertical live streaming. So it could be cool to maybe do some vertical live streams as I'm walking the show floor. If you guys are interested in that, maybe I would do that. But sometimes those are better Instagram reels than anything else. So I don't know. It's going to be a little bit of a touch and go situation, Denelson. This is my first time trying something of this scale. It's going to be a lot of content. It's going to be a lot of editing on my part, which I don't always enjoy, but yeah, I'm going to try for the live streams, but I think the majority of it is going to be the video uploads, Instagram posts, like random Instagram posts and pictures, and also the live updates from the keynotes, because there's basically a different keynote every day. I mean, that's how large this show is, guys. If you guys haven't heard of CES, it's so large. I mean, it's over 100,000 people. Right? I think it's like 130,000 people or something like that come in. It's so large that they have multiple keynotes at multiple locations. So Jensen Huang from NVIDIA is one of them. The CEO of Delta Airlines is another keynote. I think she's the CEO, but the CEO of Deloitte is another keynote. The CEO of Volvo, the Volvo Auto Group, is one of the keynotes. I mean, any one of those speakers would make a great keynote for one conference, and all 4 of them are coming to the same conference. And there's a couple other keynotes I'm forgetting, but there's like 5 different keynotes. So I'm gonna be just bouncing around. I'm gonna wear my walking shoes, walking around, filming everything for you guys, and then putting it all together into a package and shipping it out. So it's going to be a lot of work. It's going to be a lot of work that week. But that's how I envision it, Denelson. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm going to try for the live streams. But I don't know. It might be just a little bit too much. I don't know. But thanks for the question. Good question. It's going to be an exciting time no matter what happens. So we'll see. Manish says, thanks, sir. Okay, well, I hope that helps, Manish. I know it's your first time, so welcome. But just become a little bit more familiar with some of the resources that I already have up there, because I've been doing this for a few months now, so I have a lot of content in my backlog. But you're welcome to do that. Sir, your Telegram channel link so we can get material. What do you mean? Like, does Telegram allow for materials? I got to be honest with you guys. I'm a little ignorant on Telegram. I'm not even sure I have an account on there. Okay, yeah. Leo says join Discord. Yeah, Leo, thank you for that. Manish, yeah. If you're really looking to talk to others or like a more open channel, Discord is definitely it. That's definitely the better option. So thank you for that, Leo. Thanks for the reminder. If anybody wants to put like their take on Telegram in the chat, let me know, because honestly I don't think I have a Telegram, right? I think I tried to create one, But doesn't Telegram ask you for your phone number like right from the start? Like, isn't that like the first thing they do? They ask for your phone number. And I'm not down with that. If I can't register with an email address, why do you need my phone number? Nah. So you guys can remind me, but I think that's why I didn't use Telegram. I think that was the app. But yeah, you guys can tell me if you guys think I should get a Telegram, let me know, or what you think about Telegram. But I don't like giving my phone number out like that, you know? Okay, thank you, Leo. Leo says, yes, they do. Or an app with your telephone number. Good luck. Yeah, I mean, you guys know I don't discuss politics or anything on here, but yeah, anybody having my phone number is like a problem, right? Like no matter who they are or where they're based, right? Because that's where they start selling your data and you start getting all these irrelevant text messages and all that junk, right? So I'm very cautious about giving my phone number out. I know a lot of people don't share that view. People love just giving their number to any app or any service or whatever. But I'm pretty sure Telegram, like that's literally like their first screen, like into your phone number. And I was like, I'm not doing that. But yeah, Leo, thanks for that background. Let me know what you guys think about that. You know, I know some people, they don't care, right? Some people say, whatever, it's my phone number, right? But I'm not down with that. Having said that, I rarely get like spam text messages, right? I rarely, do that, right? Abhishek says, I think you are live on more than one platform. Yes, I am, Abhishek. I actually go live on 6 different platforms. YouTube and Instagram are my greatest participants. But yes, I push out live on 6 different platforms. Abhishek, you can't see it because you're on Instagram, but on the wider view, there are all the chats next to me over here. You just can't see them because of Instagram. But I do have software that lets me bring all the chats together and everybody in the chat can see each other. So you're welcome to stay on Instagram or you're welcome to join us on YouTube, okay? Manish says, study materials, how can we get? Manish, I think if you join our Discord, I think that'll be the best resource for you to talk to other people. Remember, don't be focused on studying materials, gotta get that job. You want to become a professional in the industry, right? So form a network, talk to other people, right? Calm down. There's plenty of time to learn, right? So Zoe, I think it was Zohab, right? Zohib, yeah. Zohib says, you told me to do some business courses, economics and marketing. I have studied all of them, marketing, economics, accounting, business, but haven't done them at a pro level, like just the basic topics. And well, then you haven't studied them, right? I mean, you got to study them, right? I specifically gave you those recommendations because you told me you were in college, right? So take the time to learn them at that type of academic level from the people who are supposed to be experts in it, right? Like there's a difference between watching some Coursera tutorial or a YouTube tutorial in marketing versus taking marketing at an academic level, right? Like take the time to value the fact that you're in school and are able to learn it at a much higher level than any video tutorial is going to teach you, right? Zohab says, is that fine or do you need to be more advanced than them? No, you definitely need to be more advanced than them. Absolutely. I mean, guys, spoiler alert, taking a YouTube tutorial does not make you an expert in marketing or accounting, okay? Take the time to take a semester course and learn about it, like really learn the topic, okay? Nandini, welcome. Glad to see you here. We always ask people to introduce themselves, so let us know your city, state, province, country, all that good stuff, okay? Manish says, Leo, it doesn't mean you can hide everything what you want. Manish, I'm sorry. I'm not sure if I understand that reference. Maybe Leo will. Yeah, but I don't understand that reference. So let us know, okay? Manish says, what about WhatsApp channel? No WhatsApp channel. Nope. I have yet to find a method on WhatsApp that you can communicate with people and then not reveal the other members' phone numbers. I'm pretty sure WhatsApp groups do that. And you know, like Leo's saying here, I prefer to do it all on Discord. On Discord, you know, people can keep things civil. We can share materials, we share articles, we share videos, and just kind of grow from there, okay? Let me get rid of this one. UV, welcome back. I think you joined us yesterday or maybe the day before. Hey sir, first of all, thank you for taking this step for spreading knowledge and community building. I'm in my last semester of college and I want to build my career in cybersecurity. Can you guide? No, I am not a great guide for cybersecurity, but you are on Instagram. So go ahead and check out one of the guys that I follow, the Ox. He is an expert in cybersecurity and I like him and we get along with each other because he's just like me. He doesn't put out any cheap courses or give you any cheap promises or anything like that. So so if you like, you know, my style, he basically does the same thing except for cybersecurity. He's not a data scientist. I'm not a cybersecurity guy. So, you know, we kind of complement each other that way. So go check him out. He goes by the Ox, has a huge following on Instagram. He has a growing following on YouTube also. But he's who I would recommend to you for the cybersecurity side. I am not the best resource. I like to stay in my lane. So that's what I would recommend to you if you really want to go into cybersecurity. Okay? Yeah, so Nandini over on Instagram, if you want to let us know your city, state, province, country, happy to help you, okay? All right. Yeah, Leo says the only channel for communication off live hours is Discord, Manish. Yeah. And to be honest with you guys, I kind of want to keep it that way, right? I'm really hesitant to add additional social media at this point. I did add Blue Sky because I'm thinking of leaving X. I'm thinking of just replacing everything on X with Blue Sky. But otherwise, you know, it's a lot to manage all these channels, guys. Like it's a lot of work to do this stuff. I mean, I've never worked harder than being a content creator, as crazy as that sounds. Yeah. But anyways, who wants to open this? Can you guys hear that? I think you can hear that. I can't believe this is in my hands, guys. Just craziness. So I'll give you guys some quick background. One, I've used tape to cover my address and all that stuff. But otherwise, I received this and I told myself I'd be patient because I really want to share it with you guys, right? So just to give you a background, you pass 100K. When you pass 100K, you got to go through a review process by YouTube. So they check to make sure that, you know, you weren't using like bot accounts or like automated accounts or whatever, right? So they go through that process to check your account. And then once you clear that, they send you this code, like a special redemption code. And they send it to this company here called Society Awards. And I had no idea who they were. I had heard that they were the provider for YouTube, but I didn't know anything about them. And so it turns out the Society Awards is a huge company, and all they do is awards for very, very large scale efforts. Like they make like the Emmy Awards here in the US. They make the awards for MTV, so like the MTV Music Awards and stuff like that, like the Video Music Awards, the VMAs. They make those like little Moon Man trophies and stuff. So they make a lot of really cool stuff. So I'm kind of honored that I get to have one of their products, you know, via YouTube. So I filled out that form. That's where you give your shipping address. And I think it took about a week. A week after filling out that form, this arrived. So let's open it, right? Simple box. I'm going to back up just a little so you guys can see a little bit more of it. Pretty simple box. It's about the size of a book, right? Of a small book. And let's open it. So I gotta go into my toolbox here. Remember, guys, I don't share this with you always, but over here to my side, I have a massive toolbox. I mean, I love having my own tools, so I like to keep them close. So I'll get my knife out of my toolbox. Close that up. Actually, I just realized you can see part of the drawers, can't you, when I open that? That's cool, yeah. Yeah, that's the drawer right here. Yeah, so cool. I didn't think that'd show up on video. But you guys should know that you can't see it, but I have a massive toolbox over to the side. All right. So I'm gonna hold it up as much as possible so that you guys can see everything. So when I started 2024, I was in New York, was living in New York. I lived in a very nice neighborhood, well, not a nice neighborhood, an okay neighborhood. I lived in a very nice building. I would have no idea that I'd be here doing one of these unboxing videos. Craziness, right? All right, so here we go, guys. So, looks like it's like a felt cover. And there's a nice letter in here. It's a form letter. It doesn't even say like my name. It's just like a standard form letter. Do you remember your first subscriber? Or your 1,000, your 100th or your 1,000th? Chances are you do, and we know you'll definitely remember your 100,000 subscribers. That's just crazy to see that number on there, to see it say 100,000. That is crazy. I'll save you guys the letter. You guys are interested in this. So keep creating, keep building. We can't wait to see what you'll do next, and we're here to support you along the way. So that's cool. You know, but standard form letter, it's not even personalized. Jeez, it doesn't even say Dear Dennis. But grateful nonetheless. You see that, guys? I can't believe I'm holding this. This is craziness. I can't believe this. How did I end up with one of these? It's crazy. All right, in here, it's a little thing from Society Awards. Just kind of giving a customer service email address. But this is the main thing. This is Jaws, right? All right, I'm gonna slowly pull it out. Okay, so that's it for the box. The box is empty now. So we'll put that to the side. I'll put it on top of my tools for now. There's another thing in the back. Oh, okay. This is showing what the other awards are like. And I guess you can order additional versions of it if you'd like. And then this is the award itself. I'm gonna move it over here, get out of the chat. Maybe, there we go. That's a little better, yeah. Wow. That is crazy, guys, look at that. Man, that's really nice etching too. It's etched letters on there. So that's really nice. Oh, sorry, it's reflecting it's reflecting the light. That's funny. So that reflects my light because I have these special studio lights and then my screens are over here. But yeah, let me try to hold it this way so it doesn't reflect too much. Oh, there's my phone. You guys can see the phone I use for the for my videos. That's hilarious. All right. Pretty lightweight. It doesn't weigh a lot. Really nice etching. If you can't read that, presented to Data Science with Dennis for passing 100,000 subscribers. That is nonsense, guys. How do I have one of these? At the beginning of this year, I was living in New York, tiny little apartment, good building, but tiny little apartment because that's all you can afford in New York. And I was cold, right? Because it's cold out there in New York. And then life changes happen. I ended up back here on the West Coast, which I really should have never left. I'm a West Coast guy. And I'm now holding a silver play button by YouTube. That is crazy, guys. That is crazy. You know, it just goes to show you guys that life takes funny turns, but they're not all bad, right? Everything happens for a reason. So hold that up a little closer, see if you guys can read that on the camera. I think that's good. There it is. So the funny thing, if you guys should know, is when you fill out the form to mail you this, you can put anything you want here. You'd think that they would require you to put your channel name, but you actually fill out the form yourself and you can do anything you want. And I must have checked that thing 5 times to make sure I didn't misspell it. But yeah, obviously I went with my channel name, right? I could have gone my personal name, but I'd rather honor the channel. But presented to data science with Dennis for passing 100,000 subscribers. That's crazy, guys. That is just crazy. So I wanted to do this live because I want to, you guys are part of this, right? This does not happen without you guys being one of the 100,000. So I sincerely appreciate all of you. I appreciate the feedback you guys give me. I'm just trying to put good stuff out into the world, right? And I'm so happy that you guys have responded to that, you know, that it's resonating with all of you. We've had some great times on the series that we've done, you know, the learning series. I get great messages from you guys. Yeah, 100,000 followers and a silver play button. That is crazy. How did I get here? How did I get here? Anise says, impressive, well-deserved, Dennis. Where will you place it in the background? Maybe. Yeah, maybe, guys. Yeah, so let's do that real quick. I was thinking right there. What do you guys think? Here, let me get rid of my my background blur. Which, by the way, us professionals call bokeh. Let me get rid of that. Let's see. What do you think of that? So no blur. It's right back there. I can't quite touch it. That one's too far. But what do you guys think about that? Give me some feedback on that placement over there. I think it looks all right. Another option is maybe like the wall. You know, the wall behind me is kind of blank. Or I could replace my diploma back here and put it there next to that light. Right? You guys tell me. Leo says, let's go. Thank you so much, Leo. Really appreciate your support, you know? It couldn't be done without good guys like you. Denelson says, sorry, off track a bit, but I tried to join your Discord with the link button in the description, but couldn't let me know the invitation was invalid. Really? Okay, Denelson, I'll look into it. Thank you. Casual Economist, wow, nice. Thank you so much, my friend. The Bird says, is this live? Yes, it is live. Rex, thank you for helping out there. Naaman, good to see you back, my friend. I think you joined us yesterday for the first time. Congrats to you. Thank you, Naaman. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I want to keep growing through good viewers like you. Rex, thank you for playing host over there. Casual Economist says, I remember celebrating 10K. Yeah, I know, right? You know, and I know I've told you guys this before, but I know that social media is challenging. I know there's a lot of people out there. I know there's a lot of information. So for me, and maybe this is me selling myself short, but I thought, okay, let me try this social media stuff. And if I can get 400 followers in a year, that's going to be a success. That's what I honestly thought to myself. And also, when I first started out, I thought I was going to focus more on Instagram than YouTube. But you have to be willing to pivot, right? But my initial focus was much more on, my intended focus was much more on Instagram than on YouTube. And I had some of my best early success on Instagram. So to be able to do that also on YouTube is kind of crazy. And also, a casual economist, one of the things I tell people, thank you for reminding me of the 10K, because a lot of my friends have approached me, hey, how do I get started? You know, we like what you're doing. The most amazing stat I have is that it took me like 3.5 months to get 1,000 followers on YouTube. And that was me posting every day. I had a plan. I had followed, there's some seminars online that I had followed, that gave me like the plan. So a lot of work went into those first 1,000 followers. 3.5 months. It took me 1 month to go from 1,000 to 10,000. But that's how crazy the growth can be on YouTube, or maybe social media in general, right? You just got to keep at it, right? But you're right, casual economist. It wasn't that long ago. It was crazy, and I can't remember what it took me for 50,000. I have that stat somewhere, but from 10,000 to 50,000 also came pretty quickly, right? And then for those of you who don't know, I mean, I reached 100,000 at 6.5 months. I started this on May 1st. And I know that for a fact because, I was under a very strict social media policy prior to that. So to go from May 1st to now 100K, insanity. Rex Riker says, awesome. Yeah, thank you, Rex. Thanks so much, my friend. I really can't thank you enough for your consistent support. Anise says, impressive, well-deserved. Well, yeah, okay, very well placed. Yeah, so Anise, give me your feedback on what you think it looks like back there. I think it kind of looks cool back there. It's a good size for it, right? Hanging it on the wall could be interesting also. But I kind of like how it looks back there. But you guys give me feedback. Casual Economist is on board with it. He says it looks good. Naaman says, how about on the wall with other accomplishments? But my wall is blank now, right? My wall is blank. I've never done a video on this, but this little trophy here is from a hole-in-one. I shot a hole-in-one on a golf course during a tournament, so they gave me this little trophy. I thought it was cool. I got my name up in the clubhouse and everything, so that's that. And then that back there, that's not an accomplishment. That's just a record album. I'm a fan of the Smashing Pumpkins. I got to see them in Dallas in 2018, I think is when I saw them, 2019. And they had a record collection available for sale, and I bought it because I love them. So that's not an award. That's just something I bought and I treasure. And then back here I have a couple of diplomas, but they're not really on the wall. They're just kind of in their own frame, right? So I don't know. Anise says it looks good, fits well. Yeah, I think it fits well too, right? I have some cool boxes back there. Next to it is the box for my Monster headphones. The gold edition, which I really enjoyed. But I think it looks okay on that shelf. But who knows? Maybe I'll move it. Maybe I'll do something else with it. I don't know. But for now, I'll keep it back there. When I do, let me show you guys. When I do the blurred background, you kind of lose it, right? You kind of can't make it out. It looks just like a gray box. But yeah, without it, you can clearly see that it's a silver play button, right? So, I don't know. I like the position of it. We'll see. We can always change it later. But again, guys, the bottom line is that 100,000 doesn't exist without people like you. So thank you so much for always supporting my content and watching the streams, watching my stuff on Instagram. I'm doing my best. I'm just trying to give you guys the best information possible, and just really grateful that that you guys respond to it. Right? I mean, ultimately, that's kind of the challenge here, right? Getting an audience to respond to you. So, really appreciate all of you. I sincerely mean that. Yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of humbled by it all because I didn't know anything about social media. Like, I had to sit there and read what is the difference between a story, a reel, and a short. Like, I did not know that, guys. I'm still learning editing. My editing sucks. I mean, have you seen my videos? But it's just crazy that, you guys continue to respond to that content. So I appreciate that. And I'm just going to keep on trying to do the best content I can, right? Always try to stick to not bringing you guys cheap stuff. I'm trying to bring you guys good information and kind of go from there. Casual Economist says, comments block your degree, but social media clout is better than a degree, so keep the 100K on the shelf for clear view. Maybe, yeah, maybe. Yeah, so you're saying put it over here behind the light or next to the light? Maybe. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Casual Economist, I know you're meaning that in a joking way, but we are living in a new world now, especially with AI, right? Maybe social media clout is worth more, right? Like, I don't know how you want to measure that, like whether it's dollars and cents or whatever. But yeah, I mean, it's a whole new world we live in now, right? Whole new world. Yeah, so I think that's a good place to stop, before I get emotional or anything for you guys. But again, thank you so much for that. I still can't believe I have that. Just mind-boggling. Mind-boggling. But thanks, everybody. Really appreciate you. So no stream Tuesdays or Wednesdays, but I'll be back with you guys Thursday. No stream doesn't mean I won't be doing content. You'll still see stuff from me on Instagram or whatnot, but it just gives me a couple of days to develop other ideas, develop other relationships. So I'll see you guys back here on Thursday. And Sunday, we're going to finish up our current series. So that'll be a lot of fun. But again, really thank you from the bottom of my heart. Really appreciate all of you guys. And as always, please take care of yourselves, take care of your families, and I'll see you guys next time.